Challinor, a few scares along the way, but a goalless draw against Wrexham puts us in the playoffs. Just some of your emotions right now.
All over the place. Like I say, a game that not so much a game that had everything, but you go through, like I say, the complete range of emotions through the whole game. Lots of frustration because I don't think we were great. As much as you try and drive home to players that you want to win the game, I think there's always going to be a human tendency to think a draw's enough for us, and by no means were we great. We had some good chances on the break, second half, two that you think how can't we score? Lewis and Jacks, I think. But obviously then finding out that Dover are drawing, you're potentially thinking, can we make a positive sub to go and try and win the game? Within the blink of an eye, if you like, we've had a sending off and Dover have scored, and all of a sudden it's all hands on deck, trying to keep the ball out your net to make sure you get in. So that final whistle, like I say, was a big relief, and we'll enjoy tonight, and we'll put a plan in place to, and I suppose a travel schedule in place to go to Bournemouth on Thursday and try and play better, but ultimately try and win.
As you mentioned, there's several big chances for Fylde today, but we couldn't quite get that all-important goal. Was there a sense of, if we can't win the game, at least don't lose it?
That should be your thing. That should be your, I suppose, your objective on any game of football you play. We obviously did it last week against Challinor. It wasn't pretty by any stretch, but we got ourselves a point when we weren't great. Today we've dug in. We've not kept many clean sheets. I was disappointed with our first half. Like I say, we played a different system, and we worked on it during the week, and it had gone well. I thought, like I say, it obviously gets a little bit disjointed with having to make a substitution in a back three after, well, it could have been after 2 or 3 minutes as it was. Sonny's carried on till 20, but then have to make a change. It's not ideal. Second half, I thought they were much better. They were much better. We looked more organised. We looked more solid. And although we didn't have lots of the ball, we looked at a threat on the break. But ultimately, at this stage of the season, it's about results. It's about doing enough. Because it's been a long season. Hopefully this now gives us that extra energy, extra boost to go to Bournemouth on Thursday and put on a performance. But ultimately, performances are great, but and I'm a true believer, if you perform to your potential, then the result takes care of itself on the majority of occasions. But Thursday's about winning.
Made an early sub, Jordan Tunnicliffe come off for Jake Lawler. Is that just down to the booking? Was there a problem with Tunny?
No, Tunny was struggling from that first tackle from the booking. Well, I don't know whether he's rolled his ankle or his knee, but he was struggling. So we had no choice but to, like I say, to make a change. Fingers crossed he's okay, because again, ultimately it's a quick turnaround. With obviously Berkey suspended for the game, and you go from everyone being fit to all of a sudden, not so much bare bones, but other people getting an opportunity that maybe been out of the spotlight a little bit. So we'll have to assess where we're at. Lads will, like I said to them, enjoy tonight, because achieving things, although we've achieved nothing at present, if you like, they've got to treasure it. They've got to cherish it, and as long as they're, like I say, sensible, back at it tomorrow, they go and do a cool down, go and do a recovery. We've a good week ahead of us, one that to look forward to, one that'll have lots of, I suppose, media responsibilities and lots of pressure on what is a game of football, but these are the ones you want to be involved in.
There was over 500 Fylde fans who made the trip to Wrexham today. Was it that maybe spurred the lads on to maybe just put more effort and dig deeper?
Shouldn't spur them on, but I just said up there on the radio. I think today is like a flagship moment for the club. I think for us to go from averaging 500 home fans probably 3 years ago to having 500 travel to an away game is amazing. Hopefully they can do the same on Thursday, and it's a long way to go, but there's a whole lot on the line. Like I say, they were brilliant. It makes a huge difference, and to be able to, like I say, celebrate it with them at the end is brilliant. In order for us to I suppose, emulate clubs like this and the clubs that are in the National League that are big clubs. We've got to continue to keep building, and it's, like I say, it costs a lot of money, and it takes up a lot of people's time to come and support the players. But like I say, it's a special place to be at the moment. We're on a really good run, and they're a massive part of it.
And the first round of the playoffs, it's Boreham Wood away, a team we haven't beaten the league season this year. Do you think that could potentially be turned into a positive, maybe?
Listen, I think it makes no difference. It's funny how, like I said, they're the first team we met, so in our opening game of the season. So I've kept in touch with Luke, speak to him quite regularly. Funny how things turn out. We'd sort of both wished each other the best and hoped we'd get in. I don't think we envisaged we were playing each other. So we'll see where it goes. Listen, that Thursday night is we could have won a lot of games coming into Thursday night. It's irrelevant, really. That's like I say, it's a unique environment, a unique situation. People are testing mentally, as they were today, because and that sometimes can take a lot out of you physically. I suppose the difference with today is that ultimately a draw is not going to get you anywhere. Ultimately we need to win, whereas today was, like I say, a little bit different. It tests your emotions both ways. So we go there, like I say, with a game plan. There won't be many surprises from us. I don't think there'll be any surprises from, like I say, from them in terms of what they do. We'll look forward to it. We'll prepare properly, and we'll hope to go there and win ultimately.
Thanks, Chal.
Cheers.